Everything's good. How's everyone been? I was out of town for a hot minute there. I was out in the Bay Area visiting Raz, as one does. Um, very much enjoyed my time out there. I always do, but this time was especially nice. We spent New Year's together, with all the pomp and circumstance that involves. Well, pomp and circumstance not being the right tune there, but you know what I mean. Oh, I wish I could like put my webcam into the text on screen so you all could see Library because he's jumped up onto my lap here. You'll see Library soon enough. He'll be spending time on my lap probably because he's a good kitty and he likes to attract the eyeballs. Welcome Gyro GNB. Hopefully it's either Gyro or Gyro. One of those. Welcome anyway. Welcome either way. You followed before I went off for a vacation, or you followed between while I was at vacation, I think. Welcome to the igloo regardless. Happy to have you here. Um what else? What else? Yeah, I went out to the bay to see Raz for New Year's, which was super super nice. I made French onion soup as is tradition at New Year's for me. I don't know where I stole that from, but it's kind of just traditionally you're eating something very extravagant, very complex at New Year to kind of, let the food act as a omen to bring good and complex things into your life. Uh, Good, rich things into your life, perhaps. And along with some Twilight Zone, as is tradition. I've been doing the Twilight Zone since probably early high school. Twilight Zone all day for New Year's Eve. Kaylee cannot take that much Twilight Zone. She has trouble, remaining attentive when it comes to anthological media, and so she can only take so much. So as kind of a side thing, we've been watching through Fringe together because she grew up. Because when Fringe was first coming out, she was like capital H hyper fixated on the show in the same way that I did with Smallville. And as I'm watching it with her, I'm like, how did I not play this game? I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, like this is or play this game, watch this show. It's right up my alley. It like pretty much exactly like it does some alternate history stuff. It plays with like a bunch of conspiracy theories and MK Ultra and like it's just like laser targeted to make me enjoy it. Um and so I'm shocked that it went right over my head. Long story short, we were watching Fringe a lot while we were out there, but it was also what we were watching a goodly chunk of the day while we were working on French onion soup and this and that and the other thing. Uh, Getting comfy cozy because when I'm there is, only every so often, and we both really are just very cuddly people, so it's really nice to, catch up on the snuggle time. I think I can switch over to the actual game camera now because we're about to start, but uh, also it's library. Dun, 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 library. Um, but yeah, we watched Fringe for most of the day, and then right as we were getting closer and closer to the end of the day, and so the dawn of the new year, we switched over to the 80s Twilight Zone, which followers of my TikTok will know. I ripped it into my computer this year. I finally got around to it. It had been sitting on my shelf for months and months and months. And I was like, fine, fine, I'm gonna need this. At New Year's, I need to do it. And it's not perfect. Apparently, the episode list I was looking at was not in DVD order, or the DVD labels certain episodes differently. And so it's not quite perfect, but it is all on there. Just a couple of episodes are mislabeled according to Plex, which I don't super love and I'm gonna have to fix, but it's fine. Um, So we watched a couple episodes of the 80s Twilight Zone. Unfortunately, the 80s Twilight Zone, the first season, does not have captions. Also, I'm checking my levels here, and I think I need to bring down the game audio just a smidgen. That'll do. Um, where was I? 80s Twilight Zone, Season 1 does not have subtitles as a separate file on disc. They are VHS line 21 style captions, and Plex cannot detect line 21 style captions. Shocker. And so Season 1 didn't have captions. There's a way to fix it. I am going to fix it, ideally, soon. You can, like, write a little script that runs through and it goes, alright, for line 21, it rips all the line 21 captions into some basic SRT files, which I'm probably going to have to either write or find a script for that. Hopefully find a script for that, because writing a script for that would be agonizing. But we'll see. Either way, Season 1 at the time does not have captions on my version of the show, and so I couldn't show her some of the really, really great ones from Season 1, like Nightcrawler, or I'd have to open an episode list, but there were like 3 or 4 from Season 1 that I was like, these are so good, why can't I show you them? Like Nightcrawler, or this is 80s Twilight Zone, by the way. Nightcrawler, or Some Peace and Quiet, or Aqua Vita, or Paladins of the Lost Hour. What was the other one? We did watch one episode of Season 1, which was Shatterday, which Shatterday is a really, really good one. It was the first episode of the 80s Twilight Zone, and so of course it's going to be good. We wound up watching Shatterday, Eye of Newton, which Eye of Newton wasn't on the DVD. Like, it wasn't in the files that I got from the DVD. It wasn't accessible from the DVD menus because it was like 9 minutes long. It was expected to be tacked on to another episode about a guy who, like, starts dating a hologram girl, which was a huge twist in when this was written, you know, pre-Tron, pre-everything, but, like, but Eye of Newton's supposed to be tacked on at the end of that, right? Wasn't there. So I had to go find Eye of Newton on YouTube. I have the DVDs. I'm looking right at the case. I can grab the case and show them to you. Like, I have them. They're right here. They're on the DVD. I just didn't have it with me. So I had to go look it up. Eye of Newton's a really good one. We watched Eye of Newton. I already said Shatterday. We watched, I don't remember what it's called, but the one with the game of pool. The one that was originally a 60s episode, and then they remade it with the guy who played the pool shark in the 60s episode. Is so good. We watched the kind of Truman Show looking one. I think it's called, like, Secret Service or something like that. And then one I forget. Raz, if you're in chat, remind me of the one we forgot here. But regardless, we watched a good deal of the 80s Twilight Zone as the new year started. And we got ourselves a little non-alcoholic champagne thing, you know, like a Martinelli's. And had French onion soup. And that was really, really nice. The French onion soup did not really turn out super, super well for Raz, just texturally. I think she has trouble with that kind of texture en masse. You know, like, you hand her some caramelized onions on something, it's not so bad. But when it is the soup consisting purely of caramelized onions, she's like, ugh. So, hopefully going forward we can find another, like, complex, rich, difficult to make soup to go alongside the French onion soup, so I can have my French onion soup and she can have another soup in the same line for tradition's sake. Yeah, New Year's was super, super nice. Honestly, it was really nice to, like, just be out there. I really love being out there with her, just because it's time we get to be non-long distance. It's really great. Oh, there was a whole mess about my flight getting out there, and, like, a whole nother story about my parents being out there because we wanted we wanted Raz to meet my parents. We'll talk about that while we're playing the video game. Wait a minute. I don't have headphones. One moment. Do I have headphones in this house? Yes, there are. Let me just grab those real quick. Or I Picard maneuver my shirt. As one does. I really need to get a new cable for these because they're great headphones. Fantastic headphones even. But the cable has to be in a very specific place. I believe this is the headphone jack. Okay, if I do this, we need the cable to do that, so... Because I'm sure this is going to have stereo sound. I could just set the game to mono. I'm sorry, we're going to do that. Instead of fussing with my headphones, we're going to set the game to mono audio. And I apologize sincerely to everyone watching. Audio. Speaker system headphones. Oh, you can't set video games to mono anymore. Huh. Well, okay. Don't worry. I do have captions on. I need to fix this. I need to be able to hear. I just gotta... Am I just gonna do this? Well, I can't do that. I need to have both hands for the video game. Okay. I'm gonna open something on Lappy over here, and hopefully it doesn't tank the stream. Hang on, I'm gonna watch my thing, because I forgot to open this, because I was like, oh, well, I need something to monitor the stream. And I was like, oh, no, I can use my phone. I cannot. Excuse. I would like to see my own channel. I just want to make sure that... things aren't horribly, horribly laggy. Because I have the game kind of cranked up here, and I've never... I don't do a lot of streaming I haven't done a lot of streaming strictly from this machine, so I want to make sure the game is not about to melt OBS. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, brightness. Once that comes up on that screen over there, I will be adjusting for you, the stream viewer. It might be a little bright for me. Text and audio language in English, subtitles are on. And so we need to adjust the brightness until the left icon is not visible, the middle icon is barely visible, and the right icon is clearly visible. So we need to bump it up a little ways. How's that? Sorry, I'm gonna... Maybe... I don't particularly want to set this here. That's a little low, because we want... They want barely visible, right? So let's bring it up a few more ticks and see how that looks. Honestly, if I'd have known this screen was going to be here rather than cold cutting into a cutscene, I would have just done this before stream. But I didn't know. You know, sometimes you hit start and then it just like, hello, my name is John Carter of Mars, you know, type thing. Games like doing their cold opens lately, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't about to get cold opened. You know? Anyway, I will keep one eye on the monitor over here. We have headphones on. We are speaking the English, and we are hearing the English. Obviously, we need subtitles on, or I won't be able to hear anything. Because I just can't hear without my subtitles. Press X while moving toward a nearby obstacle to climb onto it. Look at those load times, baby. Lightning fast.
Good morning. This is gonna be weirder than usual.
Well,
Can't
I'm
be
a known
helped.
enjoyer of weirder than you.
You called me. So here I am.
I guess I did.
I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that
I'm glad.
I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing.
I love this brutalist building.
It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall.
Okay.
We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world.
Are my captions
The room.
captioning the game? Well, the game has captions, it's fine.
And the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed.
Oh!
But it's all a
That man
lie.
just had
Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us.
Is that the same?
We're lying to
Oh.
ourselves. The room's not the world.
Oh,
The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We
So
all
is this
feel
game
safe
about, like,
in that room.
dimensionality? The Federal Bureau
But sometimes,
of Control.
sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw.
I mean, this is the best way. Our
I'm here.
protagonist looks a little bit like Fetchwalker.
Why did
If
you
played
bring
it
me
in The
here?
Second Son. Why are we here? That's a good question.
Hello?
I guess we'll find out.
Anyone here?
Additional left and right stick. Glad that they clarify that, because that's the type of thing that doesn't get clicked. Can I zoom in? Whoop. Okay, up is the map. Left, right, and down. Ooh. Oh, down switches camera side. That'll be handy. Little bit of VSync tearing on my screen. How are we looking, by the way? We're not doing anything particularly beefy, but it looks fine. Little bit of VSync tearing. Can I fix that? Options. There's photo mode. Let's go. Gameplay options. Swap left and right sticks. Aim assist. Aim stickiness. We'll toggle sprint on and off. I like that. Shield activity is... Shield ability is activated, but not having to hold the button would be super, super nice. I will remember that that shield launch and aim becoming toggles are available here, because my hands are very easily tired. Oh, so you can adjust, you can apply assists to tweak gameplay settings for accessibility. That's really nice. Sorry, this is not what I was looking for. I was looking for not necessarily controls. What was I looking for? Speaker system display. VSync. Set VSync up. We're not gonna boost frame rates because we have VSync active. Okay, that's what I was looking for, so we don't have quite so much screen tearing. Look at that. Beautiful. Also, this game immediately is beautiful. Look at this reflection work. Is this lighting dynamic or is this baked? Either way, beautiful, beautiful video game. Maybe I'm easily impressed. It looks like, I wish I could zoom in on some of these details. Like, look at that. I feel like I could zoom in on that paper. I mean, it's got a headline, Bureau, so it's an internal newspaper. There's a mug. Can I zoom in on these? That's also what I was doing. I was opening the kit controls to see if I could zoom the camera, and it doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go, zoom. Not quite enough zoom to read. but it looks almost readable. Ooh, excuse me. It looks almost readable. Please wait here. Do we... I'm gonna just not walk through the metal detector if possible. Just because I don't want to set off any potential alarms. A bag. Oh, no. It wanted me to look at this. What's this say? Prohibited items reminder. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want prohibited items reminder. Do I... Oh, are my collectibles in the pause menu? No. Ah, here we are. Collectibles. So, the button that is not pause. Prohibited items reminder. Reminder. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials, such as unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smart watches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart, number 2 pencils, and any objects considered iconic representations of an archetypical concept. For example, rubber ducks, ketchup bottles. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. As a seal for the Federal Bureau of Control, an eagle holding what appears to be a candlestick and a sword? Fascinating. Ooh, up door. Think that door was supposed to do that? Now I gotta know what's in there. Sorry, I'm swinging the camera around a little quickly for some people. I'm just trying to get a lay of the room. This feels very FPS. Or, I guess third-person shooter. Oh! Oh no. Building lockdown in effect. Multiple containment breaches detected. Multiple building shifts detected. Head of Research override. HRA protocol activated. Well, that can't be good. We don't know what it is yet, but it doesn't sound good, and it's in big red letters, so... Yeah. Yeah, if you see me occasionally tilting my head, it's because I want to hear out of my right headphone. It's refusing to let me. I'm just glad you all can see me. I was a little nervous. The lighting in here is not the best. There is a fire alarm. Seek shelter says that. Okay, so toggle off and on with L3. Who's this? Dr. Casper Darling, the head of research. Look at the little dust mode. Wow. This game is like... this game is like so much higher fidelity than games I'm used to. Our Bureau at work. It's a bit of an odd choice. Also, didn't they say avoid archetypical depictions of things? So, like, why are the paintings in here if they're gonna cause problems? More importantly, is this game magazine depicting anything? Anyway. Director Zachariah Trench, who has a face that looks faintly familiar. Perhaps we know his face model. Door. You know what? Sure, door. Defibrillator and a Type C fire extinguisher, judging by the fact that it's powder. I believe powder fire extinguishers are Type C. Don't quote me. We can interact with the door. Ah. Oh, no mirror, though. Interesting. Interesting. Also, fun fact, did you know, if you are including a red cross in something, you are technically in violation of the Geneva Convention. That's why all the crosses in here are green.
Federal Bureau
strictly,
of Control. All these years I've been looking
yes.
for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
What have you been looking for? Oh, we're not supposed to be in here then. A bunch of paperwork on the floor. That's never a good sign. There's some stuff. Office rules of conduct. Speak with a moderate volume. No personal calls. No food or drink around documents or in the copy room. No using the photocopier for personal projects. Or the 3D printer. Or the bureau stationery. Wear your access badge. Do not discuss confidential projects aloud. And whoever finishes the copy pod makes a new one. Okay. You think those are developers? You think those are characters we're going to meet? There's a pneumatic tube system that has a checklist. We don't bring dogs into the office. Some of us have allergies. There's a bureau book club. Food left in the refrigerator and containment break room 3B has been known to vanish, and so plan accordingly. Acoustic guitar for sale. Turns out it's pretty hard. If interested, see Greg in maintenance for $50. Delays caused by house shifts do not count toward overtime. And there is some sticky notes that claim that time is spinning out of control. Uh-oh. Ooh, there's a bobby pin on the recycling thing there. There's a little chart that I can't quite read, a little too small. Oh, it's this kind of research facility. In the pneumatic tube checklist, add foam padding top and bottom if you're sending blood or other specimens in a glass tube. After checking the container, the canister is properly sealed. Place the canister in the tube and check the location code for the destination. Punch in the code and send the tube. Send the tube is spread out a long way, monospaced style for those curious. There is one blind halfway up there. Sorry, I'm like describing, like, just so that I don't miss anything here. There's a big industrial looking copier. The camera is changing. Like, the camera is doing like an auto. You know how you hold up your phone camera and you move it from one area of light to another, and it kind of adjusts the brightness, so to speak. It's doing that actively as I move the game camera around, which is very satisfying. Can't find your office? Watch your step. The Rangers from the security department. Sorry, I'm immediately getting into like museum mode because like there's all this environmental detail. There is a reel-to-reel recorder and what looks like a word processor here. Sorry, I'm just looking at all this environmental detail because like usually I do not play games that let you look at all of this. Ooh. Another chorus. Ooh, another thing. Open collectibles. A correspondence. Security order. The Federal Bureau of Control. Attention all. A shark in his. Although secure. Permission to. Following basic protocol. Shoot to kill. Good luck. Also, a thing I did not notice initially about the Federal Bureau of Control logo, there is a prism, or perhaps an upside-down pyramid. That noise I'm making it's redacted. We have not picked up any multimedia, so I'm sorry if I'm being way too thorough about this. I'm like, oh, look at all the pretty detail in the background of the video game. The fact that there are like, I am such the biggest sucker for like, yes, the video game offers extended lore if you dig through the rooms and find every okay, I thought that was a mirror, and so there being a man in this portrait. Well, while you're singing there, let me wander around over here a little bit. Someone's What's he singing? Do I know that? Perhaps. Let's pick up this thing first. Oh, a reminder about some R4 reports. What are those? We'll interact with this janitor soon enough, don't worry. Federal Bureau of Control to executive sector staff from admin. Subject R4 reports due soon. Hello. As you should all know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75, subsection 2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, please contact the appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland, as needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review. Please schedule accordingly. Best from the admin team. Okay. Kind of a, you're in an office, get your paperwork done. Oh, there's a little bar in this area in front of the janitor there. Is there not a door into there? How do you get in there? What? There's no door into this little bar area that has a little a reel and a film projector and a little bar. There's no door. That's so weird. Anyway, let's look in this room real quick to make sure we're not missing any media, and then we'll interact with the janitor. Okay, we're not missing any media.
Hey, excuse me.
Oh.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks.
Okay.
Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, then you are no helmet. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, you hallout.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it.
I agree.
No face.
But that said,
Try not
I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
He's a little odd. I wouldn't say ex-murderous. I assumed he was talking about the axe under the woodshed as kind of a, well, what do you call it? Turn of phrase. Who knows? Oh, ding! Oh, the elevator knows we're here. I don't adore that. Wait a minute. Did we walk past the elevator? This is the same, which it seems to be the same. There is not a door. Oh, no, that door is where we left it. Is there an elevator door here before? Or have we entered a different, similar area? I don't. Isn't an elevator there before? That wasn't open either. This is funky. Kind of non-Euclidean building thing here. Visitor evaluations. Oh, a mission. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. What's that thing we just found, though? Visitor evaluations. How to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as a part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We're proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City, or are you just visiting? Or how'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that we don't give tours. They'll need to leave. If their answers seem escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Okay. Federal Bureau of something weird occurred. In a nutshell. That's what I'm getting from this. Let's head back up. Let's sprint a little. Oh good, there's no sprint on there. No, there was definitely not an elevator here before. That was where the janitor painting was. Okay. Interact
The cell.
elevator button.
And the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Dangerous knowledge to know what is beyond your own plane, what is beyond your own understanding. Those paper clips were forming a pattern. Not necessarily one I recognize, but a pattern nonetheless. These opening credits feel very prestige television, which I'm here for. Hazard? Does this damage information based on its,
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind.
You did, yeah.
My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
A lot of fire extinguishers, a lot of fire alarms. More than one would usually expect. Oh, those. Potato chips, pistachios, hot and spicy peanuts, crackers, crayons, pretzels, and protein bars. Fiber bars as well. Why are they unbranded because they have to be? This is what? Also, look at all those bugs. Sorry, I'm latching on to every detail I can find here. What's this building? Is this oldest house? Discovered August 4th, 1964. Someone found this big boy brutalist building. Nobody made it. Kind of I would assume that's kind of an unknown frontiers. Camera detected. Oh, I knocked that off the wall. I didn't want to do that. Also, there's still an alarm in there. Probably based on that lockdown we watched earlier. Oh yeah, hi. You weren't beeping upstairs. I appreciate your concern. Improved terminology reminder. So someone is not describing something correctly. Reminder, drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AWE, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words and phrases to use in the service of our country, in the service of their country. Regret, proud, or pride, and will be remembered. Words and phrases to avoid: Alaska, scissors, blood and bleeding, loss, and apologies or sorry. Okay, so death in the line of duty, not exactly. Oh. That was just the game freaking out. I thought the coffee maker was gonna grow legs and latch onto my face. terrifying. Thank you. That was just me bonking into the table. This game immediately has me a little jumpy. This machine is remotely controlled and may start without one. I wish I could turn that off. Let's walk away from it. Oh, we do not have clearance level 1. And it says so. Try. A lot of pictures of this guy. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't take office equipment outside the building. Uh-oh. Already looked at these. Oh, we get to see the recycling poster a little closer here. Put paper into the paper waste, paper shreds into the paper waste. Throw away cups into the plastic waste, cups themselves. Oh, so bobby pins are suggested as recyclable items. That's kind of funky. Never would have thought to do that. Oh, these are interactable. Sorry, I'm like, this game's gonna take me a while if I keep doing this. I might just have to, like, look around quickly for little square button prompts. Might have to start to, whoa, document on the floor. What will it do? Executive. Locked. Noise. I agree. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to thud. Push for help? Can we push for help? No? Okay. Well, there is a document over there. Hello, document. Trench, do not disturb. Barbara, I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. For the rest of the week, even. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. These are the pneumatic tube thing. Urgent messages, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those are the pneumatic. That's the pneumatic tube system. I feel like this is going to involve a physics system of some kind by the way things are acting when I run into them. Anyway, here's a door. What's going on here? Door.
Shit.
Oh.
Shit.
Shit. That man is dead.
You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
No. That would be a bad idea.
Something's outside. Was coming here a mistake?
Well, if something's outside, I guess we're gonna need the murder weapon? Okay. Oh, it's... Oh, that little eye pattern that was on the main menu. See? What?
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now,
so that was him.
the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Okay.
Look
So
at
this was
place.
not a murder. This
Where
was
am I?
a test. What? This looks like a bank threw up on the Matrix. Interactive with like the astral plane from Astral Chain. This is cool. Big pyramid. What's going on? This is bubblegum Polaroid. All or none of the above. These are the concepts and tattoos we see in our minds. The service weapon takes many forms like the house or prison you occupy. Okay. heard it. Oh, that I don't know what that is, but I don't like punch stuff. Kick, bam, boom, slam. Okay. Get wrecked. So is
The same gun.
The gun does not like to be controlled, but we still assume control.
Okay. Now I have a gun.
Oh, good. I always thought I could have blown one of that. I make no promises about my aim. The service weapon generates ammunition automatically when not in use. Okay, good. I can ADS. At least I'm very good at that. Let me know if that's too loud for you. They know I'm back here. Okay, headshots do count. They're slow. Said just. I'm just gonna do one of those real quick. It's like I can do it. That's okay. We don't need this. Oh, one of them's firing back. I didn't see it there. Stop that. Enemies drop health elements when damaged. That's what all these little blue lads are. You can eat them. Know that I want to approach that thing. It looks big and ominous. What's back here? Nothing. Okay, what's over there? Ooh, that looks important. We'll interact with that in a second. What's up here first? I want to climb for a second. Make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Whoa, nope, didn't make that one. Okay, well, we'll see what this is. Oh, wait a minute. Make sure there's nothing over here. Do love the way this looks. Very, very, like, the type of thing that's very influential, I think. You or we will be gun. The board appoints you. Congratulations, Director.
Something's coming.
Oh.
This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Ooh, don't like that. No, I'm gonna stay back here. I don't want everything to be red.
What is that? You can't let this happen. 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 You can't let this happen.
What can't we let
You
happen?
stopped it.
Whatever was making the room red?
You. Oh, thank you. That was horror.
don't let the gun go empty, or I'm gonna have to wait for it to reload. Okay, so we can eventually acquire weapon modifications. Missions. Multimedia.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
Noted. Research and records. His guards. Field research on his entity, his corrupted security guard. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The HIS was quick to take advantage of the fact. HIS guards use the bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption. The armored guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain HIS guards are protected by a shielding of dense HIS resonance capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged HIS corruption? Does this mature an organic host over time? More data is needed. Did the HIS target individuals with combat training? Does the HIS have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they're best suited to? Combat-trained hosts reserved for combat? These are questions for later, though it's obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on their use of weapons. Refer to file for a full report. And we've seen a few photographs of Director Trench already. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. And I suppose that responsibility and privilege falls to Jesse here now. A case file on the service weapon. No unique procedures required. Variable form when bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to do things that are unclear. Subjects must be bound by individuals seeking the role of presumably director. The object will determine whether the applicant has some kind of thing. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by unknown, and their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house in the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, many forms throughout history. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Vera Nostra, all weapons that they're weird of their wielders. If objects of power, the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, see Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more detail. Okay. Enemies continue to drop health elements. There's also a little... Whoa. I got a little undefined material from one of those guards. Okay. We already looked through here and the alarms are still going off. But now that I'm director, do I have access to this level 1 room? No. Apparently not. Wait a minute. No, we already tried that. What's in here? Can I use the judge? The answer is no. Nope. Okay. Just thought I'd check. Oh, there is a map now. Cool.
The hotline.
Keep wandering around. Oh,
Secure
thank
line
you
of
for
communication.
Yeah,
Guide us.
sure.
Reach the hotline.
That's hotline, says the dead
Something
man.
noticed.
Okay.
See. So executive meeting minutes. Oh, this is the executives era. Oh, now we're the executive. Like that, you guys look. Ow, that. Oh, okay. Well, now I'm gonna have to find some health elements. So it's good to hang back.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Well, I guess that'll be handy information if we ever need it. Oh. Ominous chanting. What if, hear me out, I didn't go. And instead I wandered over here in search of fun documents. Like that? Oh, someone's dinner reservation. Well, I don't think they're gonna make that anymore. Yeah, we've listened to that building reminder. The meeting minutes, rising costs of all responses, update on mold eradication efforts, upcoming salary reviews, new supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted, and come prepared to the meeting. Dinner reservations at 7 p.m. at Chez Ombre. Wife will meet you there, don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she's turning 46. And here I thought they said to not use... Hey, library? Hey, library. Don't do that. You've got a perfectly good thing to scratch right there. Someone's not paying enough attention personally. And they said don't use the stationery for personal use, but you'll never guess what happens. Yeah, it says right there, don't use personal stationery for personal use. I don't adore hearing this chant. It's not. Wait a minute. Map. Yeah, okay. Wait a minute. So let's go back. Can we go that way in the director's office, or do we need to come back to that? I know it's important. Oh, it's red. It's red over there. I don't like that. Let's go back to the director's office real quick. Oh, the building is altered to show us as director. Oh no. That's probably not good. Okay, so on the map here, there is something right there that we can't go to yet. Noted. So when we passed the test, we then move to, for lack of a better term, from your plane, where we were always director. The building seems to reshape itself. Oh, I think you're supposed to be up there. I'm gonna get you down, or I'll leave you up there just in case. You come down on me. Oh, red. Don't adore that. Let's maybe leave those
The
folks
hissing
up
sound
there
that tried to
until-
invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
Adore how it sounds. Whoa. Just put that on. Just in case. You never know what we're making. I'm a little nervous. I don't want to freak these people. So don't want them to hurt. Oh. Wait a minute, we got a collectible. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at collectibles at the end of the episode right after this one. Okay? Sound good? Good. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognize certain informed by our own and popularized by our media. We've additionally proven that urban legends can even be artificially in popular culture using our Bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, the human imagination exacerbates the details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear events of popularized folklore, laws that only occur on a pair of scissors that consume through two punctures on the. These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children; they're paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4936942 for a full report. Fantastic. All right, we'll look at the rest of these at the end of the stream. Ooh. Had these little ritual. That's a run up here. That really wasn't. I did not know they could punch back. I didn't know they could punch back. I wouldn't have handled it that way. Oops. This game, I'm already immediately. Oh. Please tell me I have all my little doodads. Okay, I still have the one.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
Oh, that activated combat. I think we shouldn't have done that. Grenade. Okay, so there's reactive. So okay, I can't crack.
Must cleanse control points. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
What does that mean? Sure.
I did it.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau?
Yeah.
Are you still
Yes.
sane?
Fearing. Ideally. Oh, I can
Please.
pick outfits. How nice. Oh, and then I will have fast travel
Talk to me.
locations eventually.
We saw you deal with the compromised agents.
Okay. Boardroom to talk to you?
Is it safe to come out?
No. Maybe. I honestly cannot tell what safe looks like in here. Oh. What's a house memory? Oh, personal mods. An energy boost. Sure. Conceptual material of an undefined reading. A hidden trend and a house memory. Noted. Where is the intercom? Ah, whoa. Okay, what is that? Oh, here we are. This looks
I
important.
can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Okay, so director's a bit of a ritualistic position.
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just
No.
a lot.
Plenty.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Maybe
Also-
don't.
And this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look,
I think
Jesse,
this is the hardest
I have a
I've
million
ever heard
questions,
your
and
work.
you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan?
Ooh, we're getting
Not yet.
Spicy. Sorry, I just
But
like
there's
put my
something
hand over
I
the
need to ask you to
fans.
do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay.
Staying
You
back
with
in
me?
this archive situation
We did it
where
before.
she literally speaks
Push
to
the
us
hiss
through that
out.
little wrinkly thing, or close that. Sure. Now we're in here. Oh, that's weird. After the cutscene, it's not giving me the PS4 controller. I assume this is a six-person shelter because of the supplies here. That's weird. I don't know that I love that. Okay, so it's telling us to go over here. Try and save this person. Did they survive the process? Does it look like
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
that's
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan, Jesse.
here? Yeah, I don't have that. Okay. Where'd she go? She's next.
I can't cleanse
Hi.
them. I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director.
What's
Jesse.
with the shot?
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hedron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is
assume
the
Trench has
hotline?
been promoted.
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Uh-oh. Boss number one.
They call me the director.
They
But that's
do.
not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader.
Well, you walked into this.
Why am I here? I think you already know.
Looking for answers.
Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know It's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
Oh, what a shame. Might not get all our answers now. There is the hotline. That's our next destination. I do miss... Oh, it's ringing. Such a shame we can't open it right now.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions.
Wait a minute. Let me turn the control indicator back to PlayStation.
The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Any more dialogue? I didn't want to catch up. Thank you. Or I would assume right here. Is that what they said? No. It's not me. I don't. Executive Affairs and the Director's Office is not where we want to go. Well, we can go around the top here and go this way. This way. Well, what is that? Does it say? Do not move. Resonance. It's a resonance in. Is that a hadron? What's in box? Shadow coil efficiency. That means... I assume the game is like paying some kind of attention to the ways I'm going here. There's level 4. Do not clear level 1. I assume these boxes are containing some minerals or hazardous material. We don't know that maybe. It's really not a here. That, for example. Restricted technologically. Or this. Oh, that's just the radio again. Don't something correspondence. Don't read confidential correspondence. It's not just rude, it's illegal. Conflict about the bathrooms not staying where they belong. Box. Undefined. Oh. Game is informing us that there. What's that? Oh, nostalgia one. Okay, that was just telling me, hey, there's stuff there. That's where we got the game. The game is like, are you lost? Here you go. And I'm like, no, I was just looking for communications. Dispensers. More of
is again. A welcome message.
Led with them. Then stuff coming in when we go over. Was staying with the door. Clearly they are upset about something evolving. See those? Let's go listen. Really, I'm into we're third person. And I hear the batteries going. I need to get more hooked on play instead of, that.
It's overpowering here. You don't want me anywhere near it. We'll feel that.
Yes, I agree. Go that way later. Develop a little more resistance. Oh, a health boost. Yeah, I'm equipping that right now. Health recovery instead. Yeah, those are energy boosts and a health boost, and I assume we'll get to acquire more of those. We do not have Shatter yet. We only have this. to open. I was like, oh, I didn't know I was gonna do damage. And then I'm sitting here like, oh, you know. Named enemies present a tougher challenge, but yield better rewards. Wish I'd have known that was gonna kill me. Love that for me. Oh, I'm all the way back here? Man, I need to be a little more careful. Wait a minute, did it? Okay, I still have the health recovery and all the missions and everything, so... It just dropped us back a little further. We good? So we need to go this way, probably. This is... Did we come in here? Maybe not. Alright,
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Shock brain where I'm like, I need to know, are there things in here? Absolutely. Yeah, we have fast travel. Oh, and then it rebuilds. This one again.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes. This is not the disk, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on, and they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Communications. We're on the right track.
Sorry, the title thing.
An object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it. Health recovery. Oh, that just makes it so we recover more health per pickup. And this one boosts the health we have. Huh. Okay. Well.
special telekinesis.
It's harder to hear you
So
when I'm
weird.
here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Oh, this assimilate these objects of power. Oh, and this is kind of havoc. This is havoc is not necessarily. It's not physics. Oh, what's this? Oh. Change that to be a toggle. That would be the pause menu. Options. Toggle on. Aim makes sense. Less. This is so much shit. Oh, this is gonna be just fun. This is gonna be so fun. Wait, can I pick up multiple objects? No, I cannot. And soon the bar is broken. Oh, so copies. Probably the talents. Wow. Very faint game. When you play Star Killer. Oh, I'm not feeling very force unleashed. His sport always is very it's just so why so the Bureau here, or the board here, he just is now bound and delivered. The hiss and antagonist.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss. Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom. Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby.
You're listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy, thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager years back, the body under the bed. Inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week, he said. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below him. They only found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room. There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you,
Great.
Bottom left corner there, that's what we lose for progress. Huh. Noted. Oh, we're gonna have to go all the way back. Where are we? Oh. We get our multimedia American overnight. We have American.
They can fly now. Great.
How much time we got left? We don't have a ton of time left. I'll take one more shot at this. And then I think we're going to have to call it an evening. But I love the, like, almost like...
Great.
Take one more shot. Keep moving to avoid enemy fire and sustain less damage. So what killed me there is I tunnel visioned. Well, I was trying to learn the pattern. I'm thinking, based on what's happening there, that when it can. So if I do this, then it's done.
They can fly now. Great.
Damage output thing? Am I not attacking fast enough? Standing still is not advisable. I was actively running when that thing killed me. Do we just need to shoot it? Do we just need to, like, circle strafe around this thing and shoot it? That's what I needed.
They can fly now. Great.
I was like, oh, it's gonna get me. Boonk, dead. Okay. I'm gonna think about this. I had it down to about half health, so it might be a line of sight thing. I just need to smoke myself. And we'll figure that out. Let's see here. You know what? Let us fast travel back to Central. Either way, we gotta call it a night. Okay. Well, this has been Control. Fascinating, fascinating little video game. I'm glad I got it to run on here at all. I was a little nervous it wasn't going to run correctly. This is fascinating. I can't wait to play this again next week. Later this week we're doing paper cuts. We are finally finishing Crystal Age. Crystal Age I was hoping to have finished before vacation, but now I have to finish it. We have just one more reading left on it, so that's coming up this Friday, and then new book afterward. Honestly, we might read the book club book for the Codex. We'll see, but that's a problem for next week's me. Either way, I had a great time playing Control tonight. This was really, really fun. I haven't played a game like this in a long time. Just kind of a single player, third person shooter, story focused type thing. I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm having a great time. We'll keep going with Control next week, and tune in Friday for Paper Cuts.